Hello and welcome to Reuben Reviews, the #1 review channel. You can tell that because of the awesome graphics. And here they come. Can't beat them. You just can't beat them. I'm not sponsored by this product, but this is a Zosen chainsaw mill. You can tell it's quality because it comes in a box. So it's got simple assembly, which appeals to me. 3 sizes are used independently. Aluminium alloy material, advanced splicing method, and upgraded handle. So this is basically a mobile sawmill that you can put a chainsaw in. Comes in this box, and it's come all the way from Amazonia, as you can see. These are 67 quid, as usual, the cheapest one on there. We're going to check this out today, make it work, see if it's usable, and I've got the best location. Here it is, the woods. Here we go. Portable plank milling tool, there it is. There's the instructions. Let's see how complicated they are. Well, don't look too advanced. Any previous viewers to the channel will know big instruction manuals make me nervous. Words make me nervous. So I'm hoping this is going to be fairly straightforward. Pretty well packed. Looks pretty straightforward, dare I say. Oh, there's a couple of little moving parts there wobbling about. Right, let's get this out and see if we can get it set up. Well, there's a few little loose Allen keys here, or Allen grub screws things. So that's not the best sign in the world. It has come with a toolkit, and you can tell it's a toolkit because it says toolkit on it. What have we got in here? Oh, 13mm spanner. Now I never got enough of them, so that's a bonus. Oh, there's some more grub screws in there, so it's obviously they fall out all the time. 4 set screws need install on 2 brackets. Okay, and what does this say? Extra giving screws as a backup. So obviously in the Chinese translation there, quite well packed. You've got this frame and all sorts of extra bits. Let's get this laid out. This is fairly robust. I'm assuming that's where you put. Let's get this put up and see what comes to light. It is actually quite easy to understand so far. So handle on, some profile, these sliders on, and it tells you the wrong way to do it as well, so that'll be good for me. And then we've got 2 legs, which are these bits to go on each end. Yeah, and it looks, dare I say it, relatively straightforward. 26 inches, so 26-inch wide, I assume that is, and this is how it attaches to your beam. And this is what we're hoping to get. Look at that. So right, a bit more construction, I think. Well, I had to resort to reading the instructions, which is never good. Anyway, we've got 3 rails basically. There's 2 sets of these, a splicing kit and an additional kit. The additional ones go in the middle, the splicing ones go on the ends. So that is going to go on there, and these 2 will go on each of these, and then that red bit will then have this whole width to run down, so you can get quite a wide cut there by the looks of it. So it says up to 36 inches, which is a good lump. Right, let's on to the next stage. Okay, we took that back down to 16 inches. We've got these handy, so you got your measurements on here to set the piece of wood. Obviously we're just going to do a basic at the minute, so it's set at number 1, or whether that's an inch on both sides. Obviously if you're tilting it, you're going to get a bevel, but that could be handy, I suppose, if you were cutting timber purposely for a job. But I just want to do a basic straight cut today. So the one thing that isn't in here, which is a bit annoying because I'd have bloody brought some, is for the first cut you need 2 rails to run it on. So I'm gonna just see what I can find laid about here, and then once you've got your first cut, you can obviously then set the saw and it'll just run on the straight edge of your first cut, if that makes sense. But for the first one we're going to need to find some straight rails and see if I can put that on a log. So let's do that now. So this is as far as I can make it out, that you have to do the first cut off a couple of rails. I've found these laid about, so they'll have to do for now. Obviously it'd be better to have these, I haven't brought a spirit level, so it'd be ideal to have this all leveled up, and then obviously this then runs along them rails. So we're going to have to secure this as good as we can for now, and just see, once you've got one cut and you've got a flat edge, and then you can get rid of the rails and just run the bench on top of the flat edge, you see. So just got to get one cut like this and then remove that, and yeah, bit of faffing around, but I think I've kind of worked it out now. Okay, I'll come back to the yard because I needed to reset, and we were going to just run one of these straight edges down, because you need to make up like some rails to take the top round edge off and then run them on the boards. Anyway, that aside, this is the problem I've got. My chainsaw isn't big enough, so this is a 16-inch blade. I need at least 18-inch bar length. That is as tight as that's going to go on there. This is all a massive faff, to be honest with you. I may well revisit this and get a bigger saw, but I think for today, before I lose my rag and throw this in the scrap bin, I am going to call it a day. So sad to say, actually I was a bit excited about this one, but sad to say it's a thumbs down from me. Too complicated, too many bloody instructions, too much faffing about to do to get what I need. I'm sure there's got to be a simpler way of doing this, or there's probably user error, incompetence on my part, but I may well give this a revise. But for today, thanks for watching the video, take care, we'll see you in the next one.